Oh, okay.
So I went to Yokohama with my friend. Yokohama
Mhm.
is a famous port in Tokyo, and ah, I'm wondering whether you know, but on the first inspect coronavirus inspected people in Japan is in a ship, a famous ship
Yeah,
in Yokohama.
yeah. Is it the famous ship? I think the ship is France.
Diamond ship, diamond.
Oh,
It
diamond
is
ship.
called diamond ship. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I know. I knew.
yeah.
Diamond ship.
I saw this ship in Yokohama.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Are
yeah.
you okay? Are you okay?
I'm okay, okay.
Are
It
you
is really beautiful in night,
at night?
at night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So my friends took me around Yokohama, and we went to the brick house,
Uh-huh.
red brick house, and
What is that?
red brick house tòa
A
nhà gạch
red
đỏ.
brick house. Huh?
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Okay. Red
and
brick
red
house.
brick house,
Uh-huh.
and went to Chinatown.
Chinatown.
I have to say that Chinatown is everywhere in Japan.
Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe in the future in Vietnam also because there are lots of Chinese uh, living all over the world. As you know, like Chinese is a language that um, has the users had the highest users all around the world.
Yeah, actually, its user is uh mm, the number one in the world.
Yeah, the top one.
Mm.
The number two is France, and the third one is English.
Mm. So in Friday, my friend invited me, so I only have to pay the train fee. So I felt very happy.
I can feel happy too. I'll be happy too if I if I have someone to invite me like you.
Yeah, my friend, actually my friend who is boy, who is a guy, he
Uh-huh,
likes me,
okay.
but unfortunately I have a boyfriend.
Poor him. Poor him. So you would say that like if he don't mind, so he could have a boyfriend instead of girlfriend when in case I'm in Japan someday and he would like to invite someone else. Just kidding. Okay. So
Okay.
are there any also in the 1 day and a half? So the red brick house and the port. So are there any other destinations that you have visited?
So that's all in Friday, and yesterday I went to a beautiful lake. Uh, that is called Okutama.
Huh?
Mm,
Oh,
is
wait a minute. So how about the red brick house? Is it a restaurant or like tourist attractions?
uh, it is not a mall.
It's a
It's
mall.
like a mall. Yeah,
Uh-huh. So you
and there are
shop.
many stores in
Uh-huh.
the red brick house.
Uh-huh. Okay, got it. Okay, next one. That is. Do you buy something there?
No, I only ate.
So,
ate.
what did you eat there? What did
I
you
ate
have there?
ice
Uh-huh.
cream that has matcha chocolate.
Uh-huh.
I really like matcha chocolate, but there is a unforgettable memory that maybe 1 month ago when I and that guy went to another destination and we tried a matcha ice cream and there are 7 levels like noodle or spicy noodle. So there are 7.
Is it like 7? So how about the ice cream which has 7 noodles, 7 levels? Is it like the higher level, the more spicy it is?
Let me explain.
Okay.
In noodle we have 7 levels. And in higher level the taste is more spicier or more spice.
More spicy.
More spicy. Okay, and in matcha ice cream, the higher level is maybe the taste of matcha is more stronger. Stronger.
Okay.
So we tried the strongest matcha ice cream and as a consequence of that day night
cannot sleep, could not sleep.
Yeah. Why do you know that?
Because me too, whenever I went to the coffee shop with my friends and at night, especially at night, and I ordered the matcha smoothies or something like that, something related to the green tea. So when I come back home, it's really difficult for me to fall asleep, and it like normally I would sleep. I would fall asleep at 11 p.m. But in the day that I have the matcha, so it may be like 12 or 1 a.m.
Yeah, that day I couldn't sleep until maybe 2 or 3 p.m. So, in the following morning, I'm felt very tired and I felt very regretful. But fortunately, in Friday, although I ate matcha ice cream with matcha chocolate, but I can sleep until I could sleep until 1 a.m. 1 p.m.
1 a.m.
A.m.
Okay, so there one more thing I remember, like during the tours, like when I guided foreign tourists in Hanoi Visualize. So one famous destination for coffee is the egg coffee.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, and I like when we finished before we finish the tour, like I always guide them to the egg coffee. Like it may like 3 p.m. in the afternoon, 3 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And in the first 2 or 3 tours, I also drink the egg coffee with them. And when I come back home, these nights I also could not sleep, and I even I tried
coffee, and of course you couldn't sleep.
Yeah, even I tried in the afternoon instead of in the evening. So later I decided to have the passion fruit instead of the coffee. Do you know the passion fruit?
Passion fruit?
Do you know this
like
one?
dessert?
Passion fruits like drink, like lemon, but it's not lemon. Passion fruit, this one, passion fruit juice. This one, I think you know.
Can you share screen with me?
I will share the screen. Okay, here you are, the passion fruits. This one.
It's just juice.
Yeah, just this one, chanh leo. Chanh leo gọi là passion fruits.
Oh. Uh, at the
Okay.
present, I'm really, I'm really afraid of drinking coffee or maybe having matcha.
Afraid,
So
afraid.
afraid, yeah.
Yeah, me too. So now I decided to drink the uh the okay, I decided to drink this one that makes from the fried fried um black bean, red bean and the gạo lứt, không biết gạo lứt tiếng Anh là gì.
Yeah.
And the
It
maybe
looks delicious.
uh okay, like something rice. This one,
Okay, I can see.
yeah, I think it's better for my health and it's helped me to sleep easier than drinking matcha, green tea or coffee.
Yeah.
Mhm. So how about the next one? Like the next one you told me
Yeah.
like
In the second day, uh, mm, I went to Okutama Lake. That is an artificial lake. That
artificially.
artificial lake that provides
Is it the one
water.
that you took a picture with?
Yeah,
That you
that
wear
provides water
the
for Tokyo residents.
huh?
That artificial lake provides water for Tokyo residents.
Really? Is it like to drink or to
Yeah, we drink directly
from the
from
pipe?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like in Singapore. So when I was in Singapore, when my actually there are 8 participants from Vietnam, and the other there are 8, and the other 7 participants, they all traveled to Singapore before. So just I am the new one. So everything is like new for me. So when they told me like you could drink the water directly from the tap, I was so surprised. I thought that they it's like a joke. But after that, when I saw them drink the water directly from the tap, so
Mm,
I know that so that's fine to drink the water like that for me.
yeah, like me. Actually, I don't feel so surprised, but because in Vietnam we have a habit of drinking boiled water, so
Yeah.
yeah, so lúc đầu thì gọi là gì? In the first
At the first time, at the first
at
time,
the
at
first
first.
time at the first time, I didn't get used to drinking the water directly higher pipe
From the pipe,
from
from
the
the
pipe.
pipe, from the pipe. Mhm.
Yeah, and at Okutama Lake, there there are many beautiful scenes, and there are many Japanese families who are who went there in order to camp.
Japan.
Yeah, and
But
we what?
keep continue.
Okay. So we also had a conversation with some Japanese elderly. So we sit at a table together, and the Japanese elderly asked us where we come from. They thought we are Korean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Korean.
So Korean. So we start conversation with some question about how about Japan or cultural shock, or why did we choose to learn Japan? Normal
Japanese.
question, yeah, Japanese. Normal questions when we learn Japan.
Yeah.
Japanese.
Common question.
Yeah, and I met friend took many pics, but I'm
Pictures.
so lazy pictures, and I'm so lazy to post them in Facebook.
Yeah, actually, um, actually, when I traveled, so if I upload the videos or the pictures during the time that I am in the tourist attractions, so I feel really like I have more motivation to upload all of
Yeah.
these items. But when I come back home after the long trip, I just want to take a rest and don't want to post any pictures or videos anymore.
Yeah. Actually, I'm lazy to to think about caption
Mhm,
for pictures.
mhm. So you could do the caption something like this is the caption. Or because as I don't know which caption to use, so I decided to write this one. But I'm wondering. So if the lake, so that means like the whole lake is like this. So no, nothing is on the top of the lake to cover to protect the water. So how can the Japanese could drink water directly from that lake?
Mm, like that lake is really green,
Clean,
green,
green.
green and clean.
Yeah, clean and clean, but it's the open area, so someone could like throwing something on it, someone could pee on it, or maybe.
No, in Japan, there no one who do that.
Or like as you told me, like are there any trees over there?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
are actually
So
the lake in the middle are mountains.
in the middle of the mountain. So so if not in case like the falling leaves will drop into the lake.
Yeah, there are many leaves falling the lake.
But still could drink
Oh
the
no,
water
no,
directly.
no. We just go sightseeing. Go, we can that's like either a source or water we drink every day, but of course, Japanese have to use some filter to make the
Uh-huh.
water cleaner.
Clean enough to for people to drink.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but the one more difference between the water in Vietnam and in some um, some first some like some rich countries, something like that, is the in the water they included the floor. Do you know
Floor.
the floor? Cái mà hay có trong kem đánh
Uh,
răng ấy.
I know, I know.
Floor. This one. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is the water in Japan contains floor?
Yeah, it contains floor.
Yeah. So it contains floor. So why their teeth is like always brighter than the Vietnamese one, because in the water contain floor. So it keep
Mm,
the teeth healthier.
mm, but, oh my god. My aunt's boyfriend have just sent her a filter in order to filter water, and actually the water is getting more getting sweeter and cleaner.
Really? So how could it sweeter? Like whether the filter contains sugar or something?
No, wait me a minute. I will take this.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that.
Uh-huh.
Can you see
Oh,
the black? filter in
Yeah, I could see the black one.
at the bottom.
So you pour the water, and then the water, when the water come out, is cleaner and sweeter.
Yeah. Exactly.
I see. What do you eat?
I eat yogurt.
Yogurt, nice. Okay, so let's start our lesson today. For the for for the lesson in this part, so there are not so much thing for us to discuss. But okay, let's see what they have for products. What we have for products. Okay, so talking about office equipment, describing the features and benefits. Alright, so what equipment is used in an office?
What equipment?
Alright, so could you tell me something about the Japanese company that you have, that you had the intern before, that you had the internship before?
What can I say about equipment?
Not really. Like before you tell me something about the equipment, so could you share with me some information or some things that you have done in your previous internship?
Actually, I have only 1 day internship at a Japanese company.
Really want that?
Yeah. I tell you my story that I applied. Actually, it's not internship, is a part-time job, and I applied a part-time job for sales position.
Yeah.
In a Japanese company, and I went there and have a work day with my coworkers, and we went outside for sales, and after a few days, he sent a message for me, and he said my Japanese level is not enough for this position, so this
not
company
good
denied
enough,
me.
Not good enough
for their position, so they denied me. So I have only 1 work day at that company. But in Vietnam, I have many experience for internship in company.
I want to ask you about the one that you officially be an intern. You officially have internship there, like the one that in Vietnam. Like, so what did you do at that time when you have an internship in some Vietnamese company?
I experienced many positions in company, like interpret documentary documents.
No. Document is like translate the document.
Translate, yeah.
If you interpret, so that means you speak.
Yeah.
But when you write them down, so this translate.
Yeah, I translate document, setting meeting room. What else?
You told me you have tried so many kind of jobs in Vietnam, so is it true?
But almost concerning relating to translation.
Yeah, is it like translation and what the meeting? Prepare the meeting.
Set up a meeting room.
Set up a meeting.
I had to prepare water, or repair the table. make the table clean before the meeting room, before the meeting.
So, what equipment that you have to use when you work as a translator?
I have to use a computer, fax, copy, a print.
Printer.
Printer.
Printer. Okay, so so just okay. So how about like between computer, the PC, the computer, and the laptop? So which one that you think that it is easier for you to translate documents?
I find laptop more easier to use. Maybe I get used to my laptop, so. But in some case, with a large
PC, a large not really. What do you mean large?
Tài liệu khối lượng lớn.
With a heavy file.
Okay, with heavy files, I think I recommend use 2 computers for translating. When I worked part-time job at a IT company, I was equipped with 2 computers.
2 computers?
Yeah.
Is it like
normal?
one?
Is normal in IT company. Everyone have 2 computers.
So is it the first one used for the Japanese and the second one used for translation in Vietnamese?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more convenient. Okay, so how about the facts? Because I know that machine, I know that equipment, but I don't know how to use it. So how could you use the facts?
Actually, when I took an internship in a human resources department at company, and the receptionist teach me how to use fax. I sit near her, so I often used fax for a document instead of her. So now I don't remember how to use it. First, I did it maybe for 3 years ago.
Okay. Is it like a printer?
Printer is really easy to use, and now
But
I
the
have
fax is more difficult.
printer and no, both of them are really easy to use. I think if you see the introduction in YouTube, you can introduction. So you can learn it immediately.
Yeah,
it's not difficult.
Yeah. I may try next time when I have a real job, and and in case the company have the fax.
I think every company have a printer and fax.
Yeah. Could I see your printer that you told me that you have a small printer in your room, in your apartment?
Okay. Like this?
Oh, cool. How much is that?
I'm sorry. Okay. Last year when my friend came back Vietnam, he passed this printer for me and with other price $600,000.
Really? It's so reasonable. Like, you know,
Yeah.
as I remember, my mom had to, when my mom bought a printer like
Mm-hmm.
Canon, so
Mm-hmm.
it's like it cost my mom like four, maybe three to four, I don't remember exactly, but 3 to 4 million Vietnam dong.
Maybe if I knew the buy one, maybe it cost me about 4 million Vietnam dong.
Yeah, yeah,
But
and
in Japan, and
where
I used to show you an application and where we can buy or we can sell or buy the second hand items.
second-hand items. Yeah, and when you finish this, when you finish the lesson 3, I will send you the paper, like the feedback one, like the one I uploaded on my Facebook before, so you could use this print to print them out.
I saw it. I saw it.
Okay, so what equipment that you need to setting a meeting?
Setting meeting room is really simple. I just had to prepare water and some glass. Depends on the number of guests or personnel in my in who joining that meeting. So
That's all.
besides, I have to turn on an air conditioner before the meeting start.
That's quite
So
difficult.
yeah, that's all.
So do you need to like to be a spot for the presentation, like open the overhead projector?
What can you speak again?
So do you need to prepare for the overhead projector? Overhead projector. This one. Máy
What
chiếu.
we can call in Vietnamese.
Máy chiếu.
Máy chiếu. Overhead projector.
Do you need to prepare this one?
No.
Is the meeting has any like presentation with projector? Like the meeting, like they just talk without any presentation?
No, actually, some meeting has some presentation, but other who will be in charge of this overhead projector. So
Okay.
I don't have to bother it.
Okay, so do you need to like so just like that. So did you participate in the meeting with them, or did you not? Did not?
There are some meeting that only manager director or director can join it, and there are some meetings that is for students like me. So I could only join the meetings for students.
So how about that meetings? So are there anything that you could learn from that meeting, or are there any like are there any difficulties? Are there any thing happening that you remember well, or something that makes you impressed?
I don't remember that. I used to tell you about my story in when I was in university. I got a scholarship from a company.
Maybe, but I don't remember well.
So okay, there there is a company that
Please tell me a little bit more about that scholarship.
Okay. There is a company that gives students like me scholarship, and every month, maybe for 1,000 Vietnam dong every month. And if we have a high,
no, you haven't said about that scholarship with me.
Did you hear about that?
No.
Okay.
This is the
I
first
will
time
continue.
I hear that
I will
story.
continue. Okay, so they give us a scholarship about 1 million Vietnam dong every month, and if the higher our Japanese is, the higher money we can receive. So instead of that, we have to come to that company in summer holiday and take our holiday for internship. So during the internship
That's nice.
time, during the internship time, beside job we have to take, and we also receive many lessons from the director of that company. So he teach us lessons about Japanese culture at company, and many other things.
So what do you remember the most?
I remember the most that he asked me, he asked all of us to have to concentrate on the video he showed, and we have to take note everything we can hear, and after that we have to tell him about the main content of that video and raw lesson.
The what lesson?
No, we have to give a conclusion. Conclusion. Or lesson we can learn from that video.
Yeah. So what did you learn from that video?
What?
What did you learn from that video?
Okay, for example, we learned about the difference between students and the worker. Yeah. Student is like a student is like a type of customer who pay money in order to learn at university, and the worker who is who have to
I totally agree.
Work, who have to
How
work
about the worker?
to earn money. What? How about?
Yeah. That's why, like, whenever I pay money to take any English courses, I always like try my best to enhance my English abilities as much as possible. Like I have taken like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 English courses, but I just keep like one, maybe I don't remember. I just skip two lessons in these 7 courses. The first one is I have some allergic, and my skin turned red. All of my skin turned red, so I could not go outside because I'm scared that the wind could make my allergic skin be worse. And the other time is when when the German construction company, the director of German construction company, asked me to go to Malaysia with her to purchase the folded doors in Malaysia. So at that time, during the IELTS lesson, the 1 IELTS lesson, and the trip to Malaysia, so I must choose the Malaysia trip.
That's nice.
So that's two lessons.
Therefore, you had many interesting and unforgettable memories at Malaysia, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like the trip to Malaysia was more than one IELTS lesson.
Yeah, and we start.
Okay, so what problems can
people have with office equipment? Okay, can you hear clearly? Can you hear clearly?
Yeah, okay, it's okay now. Okay, it's okay now.
I found some problem with office equipment like paper jack in the printer shop. Paper jack, paper jam. Nghĩa giấy, like traffic jam.
Huh?
Can you hear?
I could hear, but I want to see where the paper jam. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I have experienced this situation like quite many times, as it's like normally happen with my mom printers like 2 to 3 times a month.
And mostly I have problem with printer. Sometimes I also have problem with my computer, like internet access, or maybe almost.
Cái này, cái đoạn này mạng hơi yếu nhá, kiểu nó thỉnh thoảng hơi bị giật đấy.
Hay để em thử bỏ tai nghe ra nhé.
Thử đi.
Okay, can you hear me?
Rõ này. Okay, it's very clear.
Chắc là do cái tai nghe có vấn đề rồi. I bought it at Headland shop. Headland means 2,000 Vietnam đồng. The same price shop. The same price shop. Do you understand? Cửa hàng đồng giá.
With 2,000 Vietnam đồng.
Yeah, 2,000 Vietnam đồng, 20.000. And
20.
20 à?
Mày bảo 2.000 thôi kiểu chứ. Mày mua 2.000 thì nó thế là đúng rồi.
Không 20.000.
Đấy, anh ấy là 2.000, anh là 2,000, anh như là con này nó mua cái 2.000 thế thì bị chập chọe ra đúng rồi.
So no, at the first time I bought an earphone with at 200,000 Vietnam đồng. But one of I have lost this. Can you see? I have lost this. Cái núm này.
I can see.
So
I got one there.
Yeah.
Is it?
So I had to bought an earphone at a same price shop in order to use this, but fortunately my previous earphone. Unfortunately, my previous earphone was broken, so now I have to bought I have to use this instead of, and as I told you, I have bought a new iPhone, so I have to bought Bluetooth earphone.
Yeah.
Because they only one cái chỗ để cắm.
Chỗ để cắm nó là
is not road. nó không tròn thì sẽ có một cái tai nghe kia. Plug. Plug.
There are one hole for the plug. There are one hole for the plug.
Hole for plug.
Okay. So, is it best to buy equipment that is cheap, easy to use, or attractive?
I think we should buy the equipment that is easy to use more than
yeah. And just like it's easy to use, and it's like is the quality is like good enough for us to use without any disruption, interruption hay disruption.
Anh muốn nói cái gì? Đủ tốt để dùng để không bị làm sao?
Không bị kiểu gián đoạn.
Gián đoạn thì interruption.
Interrupt without any interruptions.
Equipment at the office don't need to be attractive.
Yeah.
It is useful for work, not for looking.
Yeah, not for decoration.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other problems that I think are like always occurred in Vietnamese company is something like the employees, like they use, because everything in their company is free, so the printer is free, the paper is free, the ink is free, like almost everything is free, so they use it without caring about the cost.
Almost people don't save because they are free.
Yeah, so that is the other problem that I think is we should consider about.
Totally agree.
So okay, so here's some words that you need to find the opposite one. So for fast, what is the opposite of fast?
Fast means fast or quiet.
The opposite of fast.
So I have to match fast with the right color. The words in the right color.
You have to match fast with like slow here.
Opposite.
The opposite one.
Yeah.
So,
I understand.
How about light?
Light, heavy.
How about reliable?
Reliable. Slow?
No.
No. Complicated.
This one.
Unreliable. Unreliable. I only focus on
the second column. Yeah, I see. Do you know this one? Do you know what that means?
Yeah. It means we can rely on something or trust on something.
Like it's good enough to work with this.
How about simple, easy
to use?
Complicated.
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 Exactly. How about modern, up to date?
Is opposite to old-fashioned, out of date.
Quiet.
Noisy.
Flexible.
Inflexible.
Attractive.
Unattractive. Ugly.
Ugly. Okay. Okay, so here's one example, like For example, this one they use old-fashioned, and they have a different what is modern, and they use they use two sentences to describe this picture. The first one is too old-fashioned. It's too old-fashioned. The second one is not modern enough.
Modern enough.
Yeah, it's not modern enough. So this is also the way you have to use to describe these four pictures with these sentences.
Okay. The first one, this telephone is too old, or this telephone is not enough new.
New enough.
New enough.
Nhớ này, anh type ra này. Đi này, đi cộng tính từ cộng enough. Còn nếu mà danh từ sẽ là be cộng enough cộng danh từ. Ví dụ là tôi không có đủ nước thì là I don't have
enough
water to drink. Đấy. Còn nếu mà nó không đủ mới thì sẽ phải là it is not
new enough.
Đấy, hiểu chưa? Cứ nhớ là enough trước enough thì sẽ là tính từ, sau enough sẽ là danh từ.
Vâng.
Okay, the second one.
The second one, this printer is too slow. And this printer is not fast enough or quick enough.
Third one.
The third one, this fax is too noisy. And is noisy. What is the opposite words of noisy?
Quiet.
Quiet. This fact is not quiet enough.
That's fine. I don't know what is that. What is that? Is it printer? I think it's printer.
Yeah, I think there's more type of printer.
Yeah.
Okay. This printer is not too is too unreliable, and this printer is not reliable enough.
Okay, that's it. I'll tell you miniature what you need in life is so because listening. Look at the picture and think of some problems and how to listen with your partner. Take turn to explain what is wrong with the listening and what is the next new one is to comparison. Okay, now you have like 1 to 2 minutes to think about the problems and what's wrong with the equipment and why do you need the new one. And I'll be back in 2 minutes.
I will take the take water to the I will take water to the drink.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
So now we have to play roles to communicate or to have some conversation about our device or problem.
I will be your
So,
boss.
No, I think, for example, you're a worker and you're a technician in the company. So you will fix it for me or show me how to use it.
I am what? I am a what?
Technician.
Technician. Okay. Oh yeah, I think that like we will be in turn because I am not good at technical too. So we will in turn do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So the first one, I will a worker, an employee, and you are
Okay.
a technician.
Technician.
Excuse me, I don't know how to use it overhead projector because it's so complicated. Can you tell me how to use it?
Tiếng Việt còn không biết.
You can tell lies or it can be something.
Okay.
You can tell everything you like.
Okay, okay, you have to use a connection between your laptop and this projector. So you put the first, you put the you have to connect with the wire before you turn on the projector. You have to put the first point in this to this side, this one, and the other one you put on your laptop, and then you click on the red button to turn on the projector. And if you see the screen, the screen in front of you, like it's not fixed with the whiteboard over there. So you could like adjust this one to make it like
completely
fixed with that one. It will be easier for the viewers to see what you present on the projector.
Thank you. Your explanation is really easy to understand.
Thank you.
So it's your turn.
Excuse me, like this is my first time using the photocopier. Is it? So could you show me how to copy this book?
Okay. Look, there are 4 buttons in the operating parts. And you hit. So the first the red button is for copy, the green button for scan, and the black button for
cancel.
Okay, and the last one for printing. So if you want to copy this book first, you have to put paper in the trap. There are 3 traps in the right side. Can you see it? So yeah, and every trap it has its own size. For example, A4, A5, or A2. So if you want to copy in your A2 paper, you have to put paper in the tab 2. So finally, you have to open this photocopier and put the book on it. So everything you have to do is just press the button, the green button.
Green button mean copy.
Yeah, green button is for copy.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Then the third one is a small printer. Okay. Excuse me, this printer is outdated and is noisy. I don't know. I can't concentrate on my work. So can you make it more quiet? Or, make it quieter. For me.
You know, I'm not the printer, so if the printer is a human, so I could tell it to like to be more quiet. But this is just a thing, and actually our company don't have the budget to buy new printer in this month. So I think it's better if you could use the earphone like that to put in your ear. So like it could keep you like it could like protect you from the noisy sound from the printer.
Okay. It makes sense.
Is it okay?
Okay.
So, okay.
So if I am scolded by our boss, I will tell you.
Okay. Next one. Excuse me, like nowadays I could not see this kind of telephone. Okay, wait. Excuse me, this this telephone has some problems. Like I could not press when I press the 5 button, it doesn't work. It doesn't appear the number on the screen. So what could I buy the new one for our company, or how could I fix them?
Yeah. Before our company has a budget for a new one, so I recommend you use the telephone on the second floor because this telephone is really old, and if you want to use it, you have to press constantly the raise of number.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Excuse me, this laptop is so new, and I don't know how to download some software.
Fire software.
So can you set up some primary software for me, like Unicode or Word or Excel or PowerPoint?
Sure, why not? I always did it myself, so it's easy for me to help you to install all these softwares, all these essential softwares.
So whenever I want to install any software, what I have to do?
You just need to go to the Google, google.com, and you type how to install this app, or you just like write down the name of the software, and then you enter, and you will see the official web of that which provides you that software, the setup of this software. So you download it and follow the directions, and then everything will be okay. But there one thing that you have to consider is that some of the software that have the
virus.
Not really. Có bản quyền.
Okay. Authority.
Tức wait, anh phải check cái đấy.
Authorization. Không nhớ lắm.
Phải check bây giờ chắc.
Authority.
License.
License.
Copyright.
Copyright.
Same.
Copyright nghĩa là quyền copy đi hả?
Copyright tức là quyền copy. Thế là phải được copy nhỉ? Bản quyền này, quyền tác giả. Copyright
Thì đang
là
bảo
quyền
chữ right cũng có nghĩa là quyền ý. Thì là quyền copy là quyền tác giả.
Ok. Đây này người ta dùng cụm từ là protected by copyright.
Là gì? Là được bảo vệ bởi bản quyền tác giả.
Được, đúng.
Vâng.
Anh viết ra rồi, protected by copyright.
Ok.
Secure. Rồi, ok. Okay, so you have to consider that some, like most of the software are protected by copyright. So like if you live in a foreign country, it may be difficult for you to install all of them without buying the software, without paying money to use it. But in Vietnam, you know, there are some.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I think later I will upload this conversation into my YouTube. So I would not say about that something that appear that we could still use the software in Vietnam.
Okay.
Like the way we usually use.
In Japan, copyright is so serious.
Severe.
You know,
Severe.
we have to buy everything.
It's so strict, you know.
Yeah, so strict. Yeah,
so strict.
I know strict.
So, like, how could you do when you want to use like some software, when you want to download some software which protected by copyright, when you are in Japan?
Actually, I have I often type in Vietnam and in Vietnamese, so I can find everything and can download and can install without copyright.
That's good. So
Okay.
that helps us save a lot of money. But actually, I know that is not good.
But is very useful for software in internet, but for books.
Yeah.
Books price is are really higher. So I have to buy the
ebook.
The real book. It is often don't have any PDF file in the internet, so I have to buy the real book.
But it's expensive.
Even the fake book doesn't exist.
The Facebook doesn't exist, so you have to buy the real one, but it's truly expensive. So how about the second-hand book?
The second-hand book is relatively reasonable in my budget.
Okay.
So you are so good. So good.
Yeah, I take out the what? I take out the elastic. I take out the elastic. The rubber, chun cao su, the rubber. Because like when I talk a lot, it makes me feel like uncomfortable. So I decided to put them out.
So I remember that maybe the most expensive book I used to buy is my reference. So that reference book is costed me about 800 Vietnam dong. 800,000 Vietnam dong.
800,000 Vietnam dong. Okay, it's nearly 1 million, and that means like 1/5 of the golden ring.
Okay.
Okay. So soi gương là
Can you
tell
me how to say kiểu phần 1/5, 1/10 sẽ là the number and the
number, số đếm và số thứ tự. Ví dụ là 1/2 thì sẽ là one second.
Anh viết công thức trước đi.
1/2 one second. 2/3 là gì?
2/3.
Chính xác. 5/10.
5/10.
Chính xác. Đấy, dễ mà.
Hình như là số thứ tự chỉ ngoài có 1, 2, 3 là khác, còn lại từ 4 đến các số sau chỉ việc thêm phần sau nhỉ?
Xác. 2/5.
2/5.
Không, cái này hơi khác này.
Fifth.
Chính xác, 2/5. Lè nữa, 2/5.
Khó đọc vãi.
Kiểu fifth rồi sao lại phải thờ ra một phát nữa ấy. Fifth. Đấy. Okay, còn cái soi gương này, are you soi gương là are you
watching yourself
looking?
in the
Không phải
mirror.
watching. Are you looking? Are you looking at the mirror?
At the mirror. At the mirror.
Are you looking at the mirror? Yeah, I'm looking at the mirror and I see a handsome boy in that mirror. Okay. What next? Oh, this is my turn, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me. I don't know what exactly this one is. So, do you know what is this one and how could I use it?
Yeah, it is a fax.
So,
whenever you want to send some document to anyone, you have to, first of all, you have to put the document into the trap. Can you see the two trap?
Yeah, the higher one or the lower one?
The higher. No. I don't remember. Okay. The higher one. The higher one.
One.
So, for example, you want to send document to a company, you have to press that company telephone number. So, you after that you will press the OK button. So that's all.
Oh, really? So why don't they send via email? Why they use fax instead of email?
I don't know, but sometimes.
Is it like because like in case the documents just have the printed, they just have the printed version and they don't have the
written.
No, don't have không có cái bản mềm. Don't have the soft. Cái bản mềm là gì nhỉ? File mềm là gì nhỉ?
Chỉ là file thôi, chắc chỉ là file.
Không phải file, nó từ là bản file mềm từ.
Cái bản cứng là gì? Written là bản cứng, cái bản viết.
Đây bản cứng nó là printed
hoặc là written cũng được mà nhá.
Printed version. Đấy là phiên bản in, hoặc là hard copy. Em tự viết nhá.
Ok.
Một là bản cứng là hard copy hoặc là printed version, còn cái file mềm hình như nó là what is the opposite of hard? Soft copy. Don't have the soft version. Đấy, bàn mềm, bàn cứng, bàn mềm. Đấy, soft version.
Chữ soft anh biết sai kìa.
Soft viết sai. Soft.
Vừa nãy cơ. Dạ đúng rồi.
Soft version. Đấy. Có mà, anh nhớ có mà. Okay, the hard copy or the soft copy. So in case they don't have the soft copy, so they would use the fax to deliver the documents. Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Communication activity. Okay, so think of one thing you need for your office. Write down what you need and some reasons why you need it. And after that, you have to tell me like what you need to buy for your office and why did you want to buy this one, this equipment.
Rồi nói cái đấy hay cái nào?
You just like pick one that you need for your office and explain for me why you want to buy this one, because I'm your boss and you are the employee and you need my acceptance to buy this one. You could not you could not purchase without my my acceptance.
Okay. So okay. I have just an idea. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It gives me. Okay. For example, I am a receptionist and
Receptionist. Receptionist.
Đọc cái gì ạ? Lễ tân là gì?
Receptionist.
Receptionist.
Uh-huh.
I'm a receptionist and I have to manage the time when employee everyone come to company and when they leave our company. So it's really difficult for me to manage all. So I really need a time card device.
A time
card device. That means when you arrive company, you have to put your own time card into this device, and this device will print the time you arrive. And when you leave it, you have to do the same.
The same way.
So it's really easier for me to manage work day, the number of work days of everyone.
It's easier for me to count
the work days of every employee in our company. So
like in Vietnam.
I want to ask your permission to buy a time card device equipment.
Yeah, like in Vietnam, in most of the company, I see them have something. Yeah, like the one that you want to buy, but this one like they don't need to use the card, but they just like something like that,
and you have to put
the fingerprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it better? Fingerprint. Yeah, fingerprint. Is it better? Like without the card?
I think fingerprint.
Which one is better?
I don't. I didn't use to see their the device for fingerprinter. So if you think that is easier to use, I think it's good to buy new one.
Yeah, because I think like if the employees need to bring the card, so sometimes they may lost this card, or sometimes they forgot to bring the card to the company. Sometimes, yeah,
And in some circumstances, other people can put the card instead
yeah,
of us.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they may ask someone else to put the card in their equipment. Like someone could help, like just one person could be just need to be early at work one day, and the other day they change the other one, and just need one person take all the card, and then fret, then it's done.
I think your idea is really good.
Yeah, so I think the one with fingerprints is much more better.
Okay.
Okay.
So I want to ask you for permission to buy this.
Okay, so just take the good one for our company.
Okay.
And I think it works.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome. Listening, reading. Mẹ em có làm mấy bài tập này không đấy? Mấy bài listening, reading không đấy?
Chưa thời gian làm.
Okay, so how about your TOEIC test preparation?
I just take a TOEIC test on my iPad every week, or one test per week.
So when would you take the test?
Usually I often take the test in Sunday.
No. When would you take the real test?
The real test. Actually, I don't. I haven't. I haven't
taken the test.
Registered.
Registered.
The test. So I'm wait. In the September in ngày mùng 2 chị nói này.
The 2nd of September.
In the 2nd of September I will.
Or the September 2nd. The 2nd. Thì cho dễ thì cứ ngày trước hàng sau cho dễ. The 2nd of September.
Nhưng mà cách nói thường xuyên trong tiếng Anh, cách nói đúng trong tiếng Anh thì họ hay dùng thế nào? Ví dụ
cái đấy vẫn đúng mà. Một là the 2nd of September. Hai là
cái số ngày sau đó cộng với tháng à?
On September 2nd. Một là the 2 tháng 9 hoặc là on 92.
Em đang hỏi là cái ngày thì mình sẽ dùng kiểu theo số thứ tự đúng không? Giống như cái vừa nãy là 10 or 15 or 11.
Chính xác. Ngày là theo số thứ tự, không phải số biến.
So I'm waiting for the 2nd of September when they open the registration. So, but actually one of my friends who registered, but because there are so many people registered, so they decided to take randomly. So she is abandoned.
Okay, poor her.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think like
coronavirus outbreak, so
it's the same with the like the driving car test, the B2. Yeah, in my hometown is the same way. Okay, so here's some ways for you to present front of many people. The first one is like dry white boat.
Dry white. I don't know dry white means.
Dry white, cái bằng trắng mà xóa được đấy. Mà xóa khô ấy, không cần xóa ướt đi. Dry white là xóa khô, còn whiteboard là cái bảng trắng. Presentation software.
Use overhead of projector.
No. This is the other one. Cái này anh không biết luôn. chắc là bọn bên mấy nước phát triển là có.
Nhưng mà cái phần mềm để thuyết trình thì chắc là cũng chỉ liên quan PowerPoint hoặc là mấy cái đấy thôi.
Maybe. Đây nhớ thêm cái này nữa là ví dụ như là Việt Nam mình sẽ là in third world country, in Việt Nam. Một số cái nước mà đang nghèo ấy, in nước phát triển ấy sẽ là in the
developing country.
Được. Một cách khác là in the third world country.
Third world. Thế the first world is the second world là cái gì? World.
Còn những cái nước kiểu như Nhật Bản, Mỹ, Úc, Hàn Quốc các kiểu thì sẽ là in the first
world country.
Đấy, hồi nãy cái lúc mà em bảo là cái gì anh bảo em bảo đang mà kể về cái hồ ấy thì anh định nói cái từ này, anh định nói là cái từ the first world countries mà tự nhiên lại bị quên mất, thì là anh đổi qua chữ rich countries.
Thế còn the second world countries thì nói cái nước nào?
Không biết.
Phát triển và nước đang phát triển.
Không, người ta không dùng the second world country mà chỉ thường dùng the first world countries với cả the third world countries thôi.
Thế là kiểu không có collocation về the second world countries.
Theo anh học là như thế.
Cảm giác kiểu phân biệt vậy.
Đấy, kiểu như thế. Kiểu Việt Nam mình là third world country, còn bên Mỹ, Anh, Úc, châu Âu, Hàn Quốc, Nhật Bản kiểu nó là the first world countries. Ok. Còn cái mobile flip chart, biết cái này không?
Biết, chắc là cái bảng mình cho nhìn thấy.
Đây nó là cái này. Đây nó là cái này, nó là cái như thế này. Xong thì để vào một cái kệ, kéo xuống thì nó thành như là cái bảng ấy để viết vào đấy.
Kiểu bảng di động ấy.
Đúng, chính xác, kiểu bảng di động.
Mobile flip chart.
Còn cái mà đấy là cái này là portable overhead protector.
Portable nghĩa là gì? Portable. Light with an integrated case.
Portable. Xách tay. Máy chiếu xách tay.
Máy chiếu xách tay ấy, chắc là kiểu điều khiển bằng tay ấy.
Không phải. Máy chiếu xách tay biết vì sao không? Tại vì cái máy chiếu mà mình dùng trên lớp của mình ấy, nó là chỉ là cái overhead cố định, nó là fixed overhead protector. Còn cái portable này là cái di chuyển được, là đúng là cái này là cái như thế này là nó di chuyển được, nó là portable overhead protector. Còn cái fixed overhead protector nó là cái như mà trên lớp mình hay dùng ấy. Okay. That's all for the next lesson we have planned, and I think it's all for today. So do you have any question?
No, but I have something to talk to you about my homework. So local area. Yesterday's homework is describe time you saw an interesting animal. So the first time when I saw this topic, I misread that interesting anime. And when I read again, actually I don't find every animal not interesting. So I decided to
change the other topic.
I don't have anything to write about animals, so I decided to change animal into anime. So I wrote it. I took a video about anime I like is Naruto. So I really highly recommend you see it.
Yeah, why not? Because as I cannot remember which topics I have sent you before, so before I choose the topic from the top to the bottom, but now I change the way I choose the topic from the bottom to the top to make sure that this is different with the previous topics.
Oh, but I thought